Hi, Big Jim's with Big Jim's Carpet Cleaning, and I'm going to teach you how to get rid of pet odors. Okay, first we set the scene. We have here the carpet fibers on the top. You got the backing, and then you have the pad. Now the pad is of course soft and squishy. And then after the pad, you've got the subfloor. The subfloor being either cement or particle board or OSB. A lot of different options there, but usually either wood or cement. We have the tack strip here, baseboard here. There's your sheetrock, and here is your stud. Okay, now let's set the scene. We'll introduce our first character, your lovely pet. And your pet has produced a nice little surprise. Now you saw him do it, and you were able to get at it quickly. And so you quickly came and you soaked it all up before it had any more chance than to just get in the backing. Didn't have a chance to go any lower. It's just here in the pad and the backing. You soaked it up with a rag, you scrubbed it down, you even sprayed it with some Windex or whatever it may have you. But still you have alkaline salt crystals in there that are producing just a not so nice smell. See, when urine dries, it dries as an alkaline salt crystal, and that alkaline salt crystal is agitated with heat and humidity. So the warmer and more humid it is, the more you smell it. I know with the last rainstorms, we probably all have smelled our pets a bit more than we would have liked. So in order to get rid of that smell, you need to get rid of the alkaline salt crystals. The urine salt crystals, they gotta go. You gotta get rid of them. It's the only way to be able to get rid of that odor. Remove the source. Now, this is in the scenario where you've managed to get at it quickly, so all you need is our silver treatment, or more specifically, a treatment with an odor neutralization. Not just a cleaning, but odor neutralization. So the cleaning is going to give you the acid rinse that's going to help rinse out the salt crystals that are here, and then also clean the fibers. But you also want to attack it. You attack it with one of two things. There is a polymer encapsulant. I use something called Hydrocide, but it is a polymer encapsulant that will encapsulate in a like a polymer coating over the top of the alkaline salt crystals, and then break away when it dries. And this will break away in a microscopic level and come away with subsequent vacuuming. This is an excellent system out there, and it is also green, so don't worry. You know, it doesn't agitate any allergies or pets, and it's really good for being able to get rid of it. But let's say we want to do more than just encapsulate it. You also have out there the bioenzyme. So the bioenzyme is a little bacteria here. All right, now this little bacteria, he's our friend. And what he does, smile on his face, that's terrible. Anyway, what he does is he goes in as our army to attack the alkaline salt crystals that are left over after the rinse. So after we've rinsed as much as we can out, whatever's left and can still produce the odors we don't like, they're going to be attacked by our army of bioenzymes. And what they're going to do is they're going to literally eat that material, right? And believe it or not, this little army's poo don't stink. Once he eats it and puts it back out, it comes out as carbon dioxide or as water, or H2O. But in which case you chemically change it. You've changed it to a new nature, and the urine salt crystal is gone, having been digested by the bioenzymes, changed in their nature to where they no longer produce the odor. So the bioenzyme and the encapsulant. We have both with our silver treatment. Our silver treatment can use a bioenzyme and an encapsulant to be able to help treat your carpets and get that urine taken out. Now, I know you're all wondering, what if I didn't get at it quick enough? Well, that brings us to our next treatment, the flush treatment. So let's see, we had our urine come in, it ended up going like it did before, but you didn't get at it quite quick enough, so it went ahead and spread over the top of your pad. Now your pad is actually got a slip membrane on the top of it. The slip membrane so that the carpet can slide over it without bunching up. But it's water resistant, but not waterproof. So what it does is it spreads out over the top of it and then slowly seeps down in kind of a reverse mushroom cloud fashion. Okay, so now you've got your alkaline salt crystals of urine, not only in your carpet and backing, but also in your pad. Now this is when you didn't get at it quite quick enough, and so now it's in your pad. The best way to get rid of this is, first, we still want to treat it with that odor neutralizing capability, so specifically the bioenzymes and the encapsulants. But in order to get it down into the pad, we have to literally inject it. So in comes the needle. We stab it with a needle. It goes down into your pad, and we inject in the bioenzymes. Okay? Now, once they're injected in and they've had a chance to work and gets a nice warm water down there, great breeding ground for your army to go ahead and digest these and loosen them up and take them out. Then we attack it with a water claw. The water claw is a device attached to a truck mounted vacuum that comes down and presses down hard, and as a big plate that goes over the whole thing, right? So here's our water claw with the vacuum extracting out the nasty alkaline salt crystals. But we also need to flush it. And so we're actually pouring water that goes around the sides, up and through and out. And so it's flushing the system, pulling as much urine out as possible. This is takes a lot of time, and it's a little difficult, so it's great for individual spots. That one where the dog did it and you didn't see it, or let's say you didn't hear him trying to get out at night, so you didn't know. And for an individual spot, that's great. It doesn't make sense for doing the whole carpet though. So you're gonna have to make a judgment call there. But for an individual spot, our flush treatment is fantastic for being able to handle that. Now, here comes the last scenario. The last scenario is a little less friendly. You see, this is the one where either you had a dog that peed a lot, a dog that peed on the edge, or a dog that, or cat that peed and you didn't get at it for a very long time. It had a lot to soak in. So not only did it come down and create our mushroom cloud right here, and then the reverse there, but it went deeper yet and into your subfloor, or it went over the edge because it's peed on the edge and has now affected your tack strip, your baseboard, possibly your drywall, and possibly even your stud. So here's where all that urine has gone, right? You need to get the alkaline salt crystals out of there. Well, you can't. Wood does not clean out those alkaline salt crystals. It gets deep into the cells of the wood. So in order to be able to get rid of that odor and be able to get rid of it, the only real effective way out there is we still do the silver treatment on the top, right? So we're still going to do the silver treatment for this area, but then we need to have a layer, we need to have the pad completely removed because of how badly affected it is. It's cheaper to have it removed, since the last part of the treatment is to remove the carpet and pad and spray down kills or paint down kills. You remove and replace the tack strips, remove and replace the baseboard, even a little bit of the drywall if necessary, and then kills on the studs, kills on the subfloor. That seals it down and in, because you can't get it out of that cellular nature of wood. So you seal it in with kills, like with a latex barrier. And then after you've been able to seal it in, then you lay down a new pad and either a new carpet or a cleaned with the silver level carpet. You can still keep that carpet. We can treat that. And that is the maximum effort. Now, just so you're aware, Big Jim's doesn't do this, but we do partner with and have worked with many different carpet installers. And you can talk to them, and I hope they don't mind me dropping their name, but Factory Flooring, for example, out there on 36, I have worked with them, and they've set up where they've replaced the pad and painted down the kills for the customer so that it is sealed away. Now, I can speak from experience. Some situations that's required. When I was a teenager, we moved into a new house. The cat had peed everywhere, and it just couldn't get rid of it. And the only thing that ended up working was replacing the pad and doing kills over the floor. That is the trifecta of how to deal with urine and the most effective ways. So understanding how it gets there and how to get rid of it. Now, the last thing to know is that this urine, this alkaline salt crystal, is off-gassing this material that gets in your nose, and that's what you smell. But it's not just landing on your nose, it's also landing on your clothes, it's landing on your shelves, it's landing on your bed. So in order to really get rid of the odor in your home, very critical factor is to clean everywhere that has been affected. Let's say you got a dog that peed in the closet and you didn't notice it for like a month and a half. All your clothes are going to smell like pee. So you need to have them cleaned. Great news is it's not a salt crystal on them. It didn't grow, he didn't pee on the clothes, hopefully. But that smell needs to be cleaned off in there and everything wiped down. And that is how you get rid of pet urines.